Got jokes? That is the question answered every time this group of expert improvisers take the stage. When their unique and engaging style of comedic improv plays out, the laughter never subsides. This is the Got Jokes comedy troupe.
Got Jokes came to exist based off of a conversation I had with a friend who was a stand-up comedian named Ron Horton. I was thinking about ways to try to expand and work together, and what came to mind was I always thought about creating my own improv troupe, and I used that as an opportunity to kind of bring that together.
Way back in the beginning, not the very first audition, but a friend of mine, Sharon, was one of the original members of the group. They were still looking for more women at the time, so I went and auditioned, of course. It was fun. We were still at this hip-hop soda shop at the time, and afterwards Motown was like, you did a great job, we want you to be in the group, and that was where it was like our training ground for months, and they've kept me around for, I'm pretty sure I'm the pet white guy.
Allow me to answer for Gwiggy.
He will.
Gwiggy has a je ne sais quoi about him. No, he was trained. Like, he was like trained. Like, the rest of us were like, we were all figuring out. Gwiggy came in with like just expertise.
I watched a lot of TV.
It kind of helped that you were a white guy also,
yeah.
in addition to.
Please give it up for the none other than Harriet Tubman.
I wanted to come up with something that I could do that would bring in multiple audiences. At the time, Got Jokes was constructed filled with spoken word artists, TV personalities, actors, stand-up comedians, and I saw that all of them had different followings. So I said, what would happen if I brought all of those collectives together into one place and we just concentrated on making something funny?
There's actually a show recently we did, and we did this to see what happened was game, and I don't know what the suggestion was, but there was something me and Chuck did where we reenacted this whole experience, and you could, like, it was just a magic moment. You could tell, normally you can tell when you hear people in the audience say something simple, like, that's great, or like, I can't believe they did that.
Circa 19,
You got your honey buns?
Tonight's going to be a really exciting night. We have all of our staff members here to participate in all of our games. We're expecting a packed house. The audience energy and participation is really going to drive the energy in tonight's experience. So tonight's very special.
We have the vision probably of what we want the show to look like. We want anybody that comes to a Got Jokes show, we want them to have like a new experience each time. Like each Got Jokes show is different. Like everything, we might do some of the same games, but since the suggestions are different, everything is going to come out as a new feeling for the show pretty much.
We talked about it. We wanted to mix comedy with like theater and make, you know when you go to a rock concert or just a concert and you get that like that jolt of just excitement? We want that feeling, but with comedy.
When I was looking for a theater, I was asking a lot of people around, and on Facebook I got tagged to Daniel's and Got Jokes show. So I walked in, saw the theater, fell in love. I was expecting a comedy show, but then I saw one of the greatest improv shows I've ever seen. And when I approached him about what I do, he wanted to invite me on.
While we have just joined Got Jokes 2 months ago, we've never been treated like, oh, you're the new people, you got to learn how it is. Because we've both been doing improv for 4 years, and everyone in the group has acknowledged that and respects us as improvisers and respects us as stand-up comedians, and it's really nice to feel that coming in. Our very first show, we had input. We said, hey, we have this experience with musical improv. Would you guys like to do it? And they jumped at it. It was great in the show. It was crazy good how everything clicked together.
Because everybody's really talented. It's just a more collaborative environment because we're all on equal footing. It's not like a level system. It's welcome. Please help us create.
One of the things that I've always believed is creating an atmosphere that we could take away from that was consistent. For some people in Got Jokes, the most consistent thing that they've done has been a part of this group in the past 10 years. We get together every week, continuously. You know, when we get together and we invent stuff, nothing matters except for having a good time. And then what you start to learn is that consistency and that trust of like-minded individuals gives you strength. What I've seen is that although people have left and they've moved through other places throughout the country, they still continue to connect with Got Jokes because that's what really separates us. It's not just people trying to get together to make money. We really are family.
For more information, visit gotjokesentertainment.com.